That's the good stuff.
This is like a Josh head-to-head. This is right up your alley. Welcome to the channel, bringing a real-world perspective to the real-world whiskey consumer.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Erin.
And we are back with another double-blind head-to-head, which means we have no clue what is in either one of these glasses, but we are going to smell them, taste them, give them a rating, and then we're going to find out the price and see if that changes our rating before we find out what we're drinking. We do it this way so that you get the most honest opinions possible, separate and apart from any labels or hype or bias. And yeah, we just think it's a fun way to review whiskey. Yeah. Hopefully you enjoy it too. If you do, like the video and subscribe to the channel because blind tastings are what we do over here. And yeah, this pair has been drawn at random from our blind sample pool full of a bunch of bourbon and rye matchups. So this could be almost anything. As Erin gets into the nose on glass one, I'll let you know our Patreon link is in the video description below. If you want to get our barrel picks, join our Discord community where we help each other out finding things, swapping samples and such. That's a good place to do it down there. And our website, stuffandwhiskey.com, is down there as well, where you can get apparel that neither of us are wearing. Glassware coming soon, all that sort of stuff down in the video description below.
Yes.
How do you like glass one on the nose?
Not my favorite. It smells like a dryer sheet.
That is a note that you've been pulling recently. I feel like that is a good smell.
I don't like dryer sheets.
Like there's like a freshness to it.
It's different. So there's different than freshness. A dryer sheet smells very like fake perfumed.
Okay, so you're getting like kind of like a perfumey type of vibe.
It's like trying to smell like linen, but it's not.
Yeah, I am getting like a general airiness to this, and I know that doesn't sound helpful or anything, but the nose is kind of nondescript. It's not really coming through with a lot. Yeah. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe that's my nose today. But yeah, I mean, that's the predominant thing. Underneath there's a little bit of like a caramel sweetness, but I'm really not getting a lot out of this. Let's get it on the palate and see if we get more. I got a lot more caramel in that last sniff. Let's get our first sip.
Okay.
Cheers.
This tastes good.
Oh, yeah, it does.
But there's something artificial like tasting about this.
Really?
To me. Yeah.
Interesting.
I can't put my finger on it. I'm going to need another sip. So maybe you talk about what you're getting and I'm going to take one more sip.
Okay. To me, this tastes great. There's like a saturation of flavor that I tend to really, really enjoy. That could be from proof or age or both. I think maybe both in the case of this glass. It just has a dark, saturated flavor profile to it. Kind of tastes like classic bourbon, caramel, vanilla, oak. But the caramel's amped up. The oak is amped up. And I really enjoy this.
I think for me, it's too saccharine-y. Like it tastes very sweet in like a saccharine, sweet sugar sort of way that's a little too much for me. It's like it's not candy, it's whiskey. I don't want my whiskey to taste like candy sort of deal.
Yeah. I can feel that.
So while I do think it's good, it's not good for me.
Man,
is that fair to say?
Yeah, I like that a lot. It's got second sip, there's this just cherry note that's coming through, kind of like a candy cherry note that's really good. That's balancing out the caramel and the oak. And there's just like the oak on here is sweet, sweet, sweet oak.
It's very sweet. I will give it that.
I like that a lot. Let's get into glass two and see how it compares on the nose.
Oh, wow. It smells similar yet darker.
Yeah.
Sweet?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a darker sweet, like a butterscotch sweet.
You say butterscotch a lot. Have you eaten butterscotch lately?
No, I hate butterscotch.
Have you smelled butterscotch lately?
Yes.
Okay.
Here's the deal. I don't like the flavor of butterscotch to eat it, but I do like the smell of it. But when I eat it, it's too sweet. Kind of same thing as white chocolate for me. I don't like to eat white chocolate, but to smell it is fine. It's just too sweet for me.
This is like putting me in like pecan pie vibes or like...
Oh, I don't eat pecan pie, so I don't know.
Is pecan pie the one that has like the crust of pecans on top and then there's just like the thick layer of caramel with like a whole bunch of sugar in there?
No, I think pecan pie has all the pecans all mixed in it.
No, I think I'm right. I think I'm right here.
You might be. I don't know. You don't
eat it. So.
I don't do pecan pie. And I think pecan pie can be made different ways depending on like this, if you live in the South or the Midwest.
Yeah. This is putting me in like Cracker Barrel pecan pie, like old country homemade pecan pie vibes. Not saying Cracker Barrel homemakes their stuff. I'm just saying like a relatable thing.
Yeah.
Like my grandmother used to make pies kind of like this. It's putting me in that darker vibe. And then where this one was cherry, this is kind of leaning a little bit more towards like the raisin, date, plum, darker
It is darker.
fruitiness.
It is darker, but it also smells just as sweet.
Let's get this one on the palate. I'm very excited about this matchup.
It doesn't taste as sweet as it smells.
Yeah, the oak is coming through.
Yeah.
Kind of the star of the show on this one is the oak. It's very gentle. Like it's coming through with a lot of flavor, and the finish is setting in right now and kind of just taking over everything. But it's kind of a lot like Glass 1, just a darker version. Everything on the nose carries over to the palate.
I will say I agree with you, but I think it's slightly less sweet than Glass 1. Glass 1, excuse me, had like this, like again, I said saccharine kind of artificial sweetness, whereas I'm not getting that as much in this. So right now at this very moment, I like Glass 2 over Glass 1, but we're going to take some time with this and I'll suss it out.
Yeah, I just took a second sip of Glass 2. Wow, the finish is like amping up on it. It's taken over with like, again, the oak, the barrel char, just like the dark caramel, the dark fruit notes. I like both of these a lot. This is going to be fun to compare them. We're going to take some time. We're going to start with Glass 2, go back to Glass 1, do our due diligence. We'll be back with which one we think is the best. We may differ, who knows, and give you our results, our ratings, find the price out, all that good stuff. Just a minute. Be back. The break reveals all.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I'm
What do you think
curious.
about these two?
So I think you guys pretty much knew. I prefer Glass 2 over Glass 1. Glass 2, as I took some more time with it, the nose, it kind of started smelling like a rick house. The palate stayed the same. The flavor stayed the same, which was good. It was dark. It was slightly sweet, but it was balanced. Glass 1, on the other hand, I think was just too sweet for me.
Interesting.
So that being said, Glass 1, for me, gets it just okay.
Wow.
Because for me, it's too sweet.
Okay.
And I don't like it. Just okay. Glass 2 gets a thumbs up. I do like it.
Okay. Would you say for someone that likes sweet bourbon, Glass 1 might be the more preferred of these two?
I don't know. Glass 2 is also sweet.
Glass 2, yeah, they're both sweet.
I just felt like Glass 2 also had other things to balance out the sweetness, so that wasn't the predominant thing you were getting was, oh, how sweet it is.
Yeah.
How sweet it is to be loved by you. Ooh, ooh.
Okay. So to me, Glass 1, I got a little bit more of like a powdered sugariness to it as I smelled it and tasted it. Glass 2 went a little bit more rickhouse, like you said, and we didn't talk about that, but it went a little more rickhouse, and it kind of had this little umami type of like not earthiness in there, but I think it's coming from the oak. I do lean towards Glass 2, and it's close but clear to Glass 2 for me. I do like Glass 2 a lot. I like both of these a lot. I think these are pushing 2 thumbs up for both of these for me.
But what is your official rating?
I think I'm going to go thumbs up on Glass 1, 2 thumbs up on Glass 2.
Oh, hey girl.
It's hard though because Glass 1 has such a saturation. I'm going 2 thumbs up on both. That's what my heart's telling me. I really like both of these.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I think we said off camera, or I said off camera, this is a Josh fight. Like, this is absolutely both of these I could see you loving. So that makes sense. These
are separate and apart from the channel, the types of bottles that if I'm home alone or with you or whatever, rarely home alone.
I was going to say.
You're always here.
I like my home. I never leave.
Yeah. But if I'm here at the house and I want something that I enjoy, this is the type of stuff that I gravitate towards. So I really like both of these a lot. We're going to find out the price and see if that changes our ratings. Okay. We've got a just okay and a thumbs up on 1 and 2 respectively for you. For me, we've got 2 thumbs up on both of them. So glass number 1 in our pool is number 51.
Okay. $50.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a 2 thumbs up on that.
It's not a bad price. I just don't like it. It's not for me. It's for someone else. It's for people like Josh.
Yeah. That's everything I want a $50 bottle to be. 2 thumbs up.
I don't feel like that's a ripoff.
You're saying just okay.
I'm still saying just okay, though, because the flavor is not for me.
Okay. Glass number 2?
Also $50.
Oh, nice.
I feel like that's a really good pour for $50. I feel like you're getting... If you like traditional bourbon sweetness, I feel like glass 2 is really good because you get the oak, you get the sweetness, but it's not super sweet. It's just very... balanced.
Yeah, I think glass 2's got the better finish of the two. I think one's a little bit brighter. I like them both. These $50 is kind of my happy spot for bourbon.
Same.
They taste like bourbon, by the way. And these are the type of bottles that I like to have in the house. I'm staying 2 thumbs up on both of them.
Okay.
Even though I did prefer glass 2 today, I could lean towards glass 1 on certain occasions as well. I'd be happy with both of these.
Yep.
All right, glass number 1 is...
Rare breed.
Really? Wow. Okay. What's glass number 2?
Non-chill filtered rare breed.
Oh, man. Oh, come on.
Y'all, that was like the worst thing I've ever said about rare breed. This glass 1.
Yeah.
I didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
Like, it was too sweet.
Wow. Okay.
However, I let the record show, ever since I found out that non-chill filtered rare breed existed, that's been my favorite by far.
That's, yeah.
Like,
Yep.
that's
You're
true.
consistent in that
I'm
regard,
consistent
yeah.
in that regard.
Well, the problem with non-chill filtered rare breed is that it's very difficult to get. You have to be traveling internationally, get it at a duty-free.
Yes. ISO, non-chill filtered rare breed. If any of y'all are honestly, this is the only whiskey I will ask for help getting because I don't care enough about anything else.
Yeah.
So if you have it, if you can get it, hit us up at stuffandwhiskey@gmail.com.
Okay. So yeah, we could use help. Get another bottle of this. Regular rare breed, great pour. The value is very high on this. It's coming through with, everything we like about rare breed. For me, this is coming through too sweet for you.
It was too sweet.
Actually,
That's very weird.
In our glass decanter over there is where we keep rare breed in there. Not non-chill filtered rare breed. We only have one bottle of that, but we keep regular rare breed in the decanter over there. And I actually did have a little pour of that last night, and it did come across pretty sweet to me. So I think these both drink their proof. Like they're not drinking
They're
underproof.
116.8 proof, I think is what it said.
Yeah, they're not drinking underproof. I don't think they're drinking overproof.
Yeah, they drink well. They both taste balanced. I wouldn't have guessed they were 116 as far as heat. They didn't have heat like the 116 does, but they had flavor.
Yeah.
So
I think that we have proven, and the reason we put this matchup in here is because we had it on the channel previously. And sometimes we do these kind of reruns, second chance type episodes.
Yep.
And I think I was 2 thumbs up on both of them back then as well. I think you were also, you might have been 2 thumbs up on the non-chill filtered and just thumbs up on the regular.
yeah, I've gotten pretty stingy with my 2 thumbs up as we've progressed in the channel.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. If you liked it, again, like it, subscribe to the channel because blind tastings are what we do, and hit the bell if you want to join us for a live stream. We do them once a month, and they float around, so the bell actually does help you know when we're going live.
For sure. Absolutely. Yeah. That's it for today. Be good to each other, and until next time,
Cheers.
drink your non-chill filtered rare breed.